10 things that can make you lose yourself. In our journey through life, our personality, that essence which makes us uniquely who we are, is constantly evolving. It's influenced by our experiences, the people we interact with, and most importantly, our behaviors and choices. However, certain behaviors can erode this essence, gradually breaking down the very core of our personality until we become a shadow of our former selves. This video explores 10 such behaviors that, if not addressed, can significantly diminish the richness of our individuality and quality of life. Welcome to another Tip Daily video. 1. Neglecting self-care and personal growth. In the tapestry of our lives, self-care and personal growth are threads that weave resilience, vibrancy, and depth into our character. Ignoring these critical aspects can lead to a life less colorful and fulfilling. Self-care is not merely about indulging in periodic luxuries. It is about the ongoing practice of attending to our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Similarly, personal growth is not an automatic process but requires intentional efforts to expand our knowledge, skills, and emotional intelligence. When we sideline these fundamental practices, we not only compromise our ability to thrive amidst life's challenges but also risk becoming stagnant. This stagnation, over time, diminishes the vibrancy of our personalities, leaving us unable to tap into our full potential or navigate the complexities of our lives with grace and resilience. 2. Constantly seeking validation from others. Living for the approval of others can quietly chip away at one's sense of autonomy and self-confidence. This relentless pursuit for external affirmation places our self-esteem in the hands of those around us, effectively surrendering control over our emotional well-being. It creates a dependency that can stifle our authentic selves, as decisions become more about garnering favor than reflecting our true desires and values. The consequence is a diminishing sense of identity as we contort our personalities and silence our voices to fit into molds that are not our own. Over time, this pattern of behavior can lead to a profound disconnection from our inner selves, as we prioritize the perceptions of others over our intrinsic worth. This cycle of seeking constant validation is not only exhausting but also diverts us from the path of self-discovery and genuine self-acceptance. 3. Engaging in negative self-talk. The dialogue we engage in with ourselves shapes our reality more than we often realize. Negative self-talk, the internal monologue that frequently critiques and belittles, has a corrosive effect on our essence. This insidious habit embeds itself into our daily lives, becoming a relentless critic that magnifies our flaws and dismisses our achievements. Each time we tell ourselves we aren't good enough, we undermine our confidence and reinforce a cycle of self-doubt. This not only clouds our ability to see our own value, but also hampers our growth by instilling a fear of failure. The consequence is a diminished view of our capabilities and a retreat from opportunities that could lead to personal expansion. Counteracting this behavior involves cultivating a kinder, more supportive inner voice that acknowledges our efforts and forgives our mistakes. 4. Habitual procrastination. At its core, habitual procrastination is not just a time management issue. It's a complex behavior that chips away at our self-esteem and obstructs our path to success. This act of delaying tasks breeds a destructive cycle of guilt and anxiety, which in turn impacts our mental and emotional well-being. By perpetually putting off tasks, we not only hinder our productivity but also block the pathway to achieving our aspirations and realizing our potential. This behavior creates a barrier to personal growth, as it keeps us stuck in a rut of unfulfillment, making it increasingly difficult to break free and move forward. Moreover, the stress associated with last-minute rushes to meet deadlines can take a toll on our health, further preventing us from living a balanced and enriching life. To overcome this, it is crucial to understand the underlying reasons for our procrastination, whether they be fear of failure, perfectionism, or a lack of motivation, and actively work towards addressing these issues. 5. Allowing fear to dictate choices. When we let fear steer our decision-making process, we inadvertently create barriers that prevent us from embracing life's myriad opportunities. This behavior not only confines us to a comfort zone but also stifles our potential for personal and professional development. Every time we opt for the safe route to avoid risk, we miss out on the chance to learn from new experiences and grow stronger from overcoming challenges. Such avoidance can manifest as a reluctance to pursue ambitions, make meaningful changes, or engage in activities that, though potentially rewarding, seem daunting. 6. Fostering toxic relationships. Maintaining relationships that drain us emotionally, manipulate our sense of self, or constantly leave us feeling diminished can profoundly affect our essence. These toxic interactions, often characterized by a lack of support, excessive criticism, and emotional volatility, impede our ability to flourish. The negativity from such relationships seeps into our own view of ourselves, leading to a diminished self-esteem and a distorted self-image. By allowing these harmful dynamics to persist, we inadvertently reinforce a cycle that undermines our strength, autonomy, and joy. It's critical to recognize the signs of toxic relationships and take decisive steps to protect our well-being. This may involve setting boundaries, seeking support to navigate the complexities of these relationships, or, in some cases, choosing to walk away. 7. Neglecting intellectual and emotional stimulation. Our minds and hearts crave the nourishment that comes from intellectual engagement and emotional resonance. By ignoring opportunities to challenge our intellect and stir our emotions, we miss out on the richness that diverse experiences bring to our lives. Intellectual stimulation keeps our cognitive faculties sharp and opens our eyes to new perspectives, while emotional stimulation deepens our capacity to empathize and connect with the world around us. Whether it's through literature, art, meaningful dialogues, or the pursuit of a new hobby, these forms of stimulation are vital for a well-rounded and vibrant personality. They propel us forward, encouraging growth and fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Without them, our personal development plateaus, leading to a life that lacks depth and the joy of discovery. 8. Resisting change and new experiences. Embracing change is often met with apprehension, yet it's the gateway to uncharted territories of personal growth and development. The reluctance to step out of our comfort zones and confront new challenges not only restricts our life's narrative, but also curtails the evolution of our character. This resistance is frequently rooted in the fear of the unknown or a misperception that stability equates to safety. However, it's through the embrace of change and the pursuit of new experiences that we discover our resilience, adaptability, and true potential. Each new experience serves as a lesson, contributing to our repertoire of wisdom and enhancing our ability to navigate future uncertainties with grace. By opening ourselves to the possibilities that change brings, we foster a dynamic and adaptable essence, capable of thriving in the ever-evolving tapestry of life. Inviting change and seeking new experiences are fundamental to crafting a multifaceted, resilient, and deeply enriched personality. 9. Overindulging in escapism. Engaging too frequently in activities meant to distract us from our lives, such as endless scrolling on social media, gaming marathons, or watching series back-to-back, can quietly undermine our sense of reality. This over-reliance on digital or fantasy worlds as a refuge from our challenges doesn't resolve underlying issues but rather postpones necessary confrontation and growth. It detaches us from our aspirations, responsibilities, and even from our relationships, contributing to a sense of disconnection and dissatisfaction with our real lives. While escapism in moderation can offer a valuable break and an opportunity for creativity and relaxation, its excess acts as a barrier to personal development and achieving a fulfilling existence. It's essential to strike a balance, ensuring that our escapades into other worlds are brief interludes rather than prolonged retreats, thus preventing the erosion of our engagement with the tangible, enriching experiences life has to offer. 10. Failing to cultivate empathy and compassion. Neglecting the development of empathy and compassion stunts our emotional growth and isolates us from the rich tapestry of human connection. Without these fundamental qualities, our interactions become shallow, and our understanding of others' experiences remains superficial. This shortfall not only impacts our relationships, but also limits our perspective on the world, making us less receptive and understanding of the diverse backgrounds and challenges people face. Empathy allows us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, while compassion motivates us to extend a helping hand, thus fostering a supportive and nurturing environment for everyone. Building these capacities is crucial for personal fulfillment and for creating meaningful bonds. Thanks for watching.